of this. It's just going to add another explosive element to this lift, to this movement. So we worked on our power shrug, right, with our dumbbells. So we're just going to add that to the end of this movement. So everything's still the same with our hang clean, okay? Get the weight up, and then from here, right, after you catch the weight in that quarter squat, we're exploding up. So it's two explosive movements, one right after the other. So explode, explode, right?
Jetzt haben wir also zwei explosive Bewegungen hier direkt nacheinander. Und somit können wir also viel Gewicht bewegen und es geht eben darum, um maximal explosiv zu werden, geht es eben darum, so viel Gewicht wie möglich in so kurzer Zeit wie möglich zu bewegen und zwar auch über eine Distanz, die so groß ist wie möglich. Und hier bewegen wir quasi in minimaler Zeit ein Gewicht vom Boden bis komplett über den Kopf in sehr kurzer Zeit.
Alright, so this is our last one today in our series of dumbbell exercises. Right, so we progressed up to our Olympic lifts. We just did our dumbbell hang clean. Now what we're going to do is a dumbbell snatch. Right? And for me, as a strength and conditioning coach, I think I value the snatch as one of the most valuable, effective exercises. It really teaches you to get that power from your hips and your core. And you're really recruiting a lot of fast twitch muscle fibers, which is going to help you be faster, play your sport faster, right? Be more reactive, and just a better athlete in general. Okay? So, a lot of people will start their snatch from the bottom. Okay? What I'm going to do today, I'm going to start my snatch from a hang position. So, again, we get our base. We make sure that our weight is in our heels. Yep. And from here, just like everything else, the weight is just hanging. It's hanging in front of us. But everything else in our body is nice and tight, nice and active. Okay? And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that dip, right? Load up my hips. And then from here, I'm going to explode my hips. Okay? This is where that upright row really comes into play. You're going to row that weight up. Okay? And on the way up, you're going to finish right there. You want to make sure that the weight stays nice and close to your body. Okay? You don't want the weight way out here. Okay? You want it nice and close and compact. Okay? So what it looks like is here. Okay? And again, I'm catching it in that quarter squat position, right? Making sure that the weight is staying nice and close. It's almost skimming my body, moving my shirt a little bit as I'm going up. Load my hips, explode.
Also hier wirklich komplett entlang des Körpers.
One more. Yeah. And in terms of the rep range for these lifts, with Olympic lifts, again, technique is everything. And naturally what happens as you get tired, right, your technique starts to go down. So it's important that you keep the rep range nice and low. For this, depends on how heavy I'm going, I will go anywhere between 3 and 5 reps. It's also important that you work with somebody, if you have the chance, somebody who does this and knows what they're talking about, because for me, if I have an athlete who's doing these exercises, I will make sure that I'm paying attention to their technique, watching their form on every rep, and even if we're on rep number 3 of 5, right, I'm going to tell them to drop the weight, okay, and we're going to go back to our technique. So it's important that you focus on technique. Technique is everything with these Olympic lifts. Ciao.